So here's the background. I have a DJI mic system, right? And part of that mic system is a tiny, tiny little plastic adapter that slots into the receiver, the mic receiver, and it then slots into the lightning port of an iPhone. Well, I put it in my pocket and I actually snapped the wee metal bit off of the plastic bit, right? So I can't use it anymore. It's a tiny, tiny wee plastic thing, probably worth about 50p, right? That's about it. So I broke it. Now there is a workaround, and I have been using that workaround. It's a couple of workarounds. I have been using that workaround, but I kind of wanted to get it back, get a replacement. So I thought I'll contact DJI and see just how much is a replacement. Oh, it should only be, it'll be a couple of quid at the most. It'll be £3. So I went into the DJI chat, customer service chat, and I had a chat with someone explaining the situation. And they said, I'll hand it over to our technical team and they'll be in touch with you, right? So the same day, I think it was, they did get in touch with me. And here's the email here, right? This is the first email I received from them. And it says, thank you for contacting DJI Technical Support. And I didn't, it was the chat operator that sent my details through, which is really handy. It means you don't have to worry about who you're contacting. This is Michael Chen. I'm glad to assist you. We apologise for late response, blah, blah, blah. I learned that you accidentally broke the DJI mic mobile phone lightning and wanted to purchase it, because a couple of quid, right? Sorry to hear about this. Glad to tell you it's purchasable. However, we need to check whether it's in stock in the European warehouse. Fill out this, right? Your name, address, phone number. Thank you for choosing DJI. So they sent me that, and that was great. They asked me that, do you wish to proceed with this order? And I said, yes, please proceed with the order. Right, so then they sent me a second email saying, based on your provided info, I've created a spare part case and assist of you. There's the case number. You will receive a quotation sent by a relevant team, and after you make the payment, they will send it out, blah, 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 as fast as they can. I've told them to deal it quick with you, right? So that's all sounding good. This was all on the same day. The same day that I was on the chat, the emails were coming. I was like, oh, wow, it's great. How good is that? It's so fast. But, so they sent me an invoice, right? Here it is here. £12.40, a bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be, fair enough. And then 20 quid for shipping. £32.40. £32.40, right? £32.40 for this tiny wee bit of plastic, tiny wee thing that probably cost about 5 pence in China to make, and they want 30 quid. So I replied to them. Oh, in fact, before I replied, they emailed me back. I just ignored it. I thought, I can't afford that. 30 quid or whatever it was. I can't afford that. So I just ignored it and thought, I'll use my workaround. So the next day, I got this email through. Greetings from Michael. We have not forgotten about your question. Continue to follow it. We've sent you the quotation. After you make the payment, we'll send it. Right. So it was a wee reminder here. Look, we've sent you the quotation. We've prepared the item, gonna pay for it now. Right? So I thought, no, 30 quid, I can't afford 30 quid. That's a lot of money. So I sent them this. I replied this. Hi Michael, I did receive the invoice, but it's a rather large amount for me to pay for such a tiny accessory, and I can't afford it at the moment. I'll try to get the funds next month to pay for it. Until then, I'll have to use a different mic setup, okay? Right, here's the reply I got for them. DJ email 4, right? Wait till you see this. Thank you for your reply. Straight away. This is Michael. We're sorry to hear about this. Normally you'll need to pay for that. However, considering you as a valuable customer just purchased blah blah mic recently, I especially applied for a free adapter for you to my supervisor and she agreed with that. Updated your case, expedited prioritisation. Right? Boom. Free. No cost. Right? That's my reply there. I couldn't believe it. And the invoice also, it was no postage charge either, so 0. That's great, Michael. Thank you very much for your amazing, outstanding support. I'm a great fan of all things DJI, and here's a wee bit of blah, 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 blah. I love you very much and all that kind of stuff, right? Final email that came in for DJI. Dear Robert, thank you so much for your kind gesture and reply. Apologies for the late response. That was a day ago. Appreciate your recognition and support of DJI. Hope you'll receive it as soon as possible. Here's a question here about service. Click here and do that. I haven't done it yet, but I will when it arrives. So it's arriving tomorrow. I checked the UPS. It's coming tomorrow. Not going to cost me a penny. Okay, it's originally supposed to be 30 quid. So that is my experience of DJI customer service, and not just this time. I've had call to contact them quite a few times before because of things that I did wrong, my mistakes, my errors, and they always, forget what the American phrase is, come out to bat for me. Is that it? They come out to bat for me, but they always sort my problems with no hassle, very, very, very quickly, and usually at no cost to me at all. I love that. And a little gesture that means a lot. It does mean a lot. It wasn't going to cost them 30 quid. It was probably only going to cost them a few quid. But in return, I'm telling the whole thousands and thousands, there's probably about 50 people in the chat. Yeah, 50 people in the chat. I'm telling the 50 of you. So I'm at least spreading the word about what I think about the DJI Customer Service, and I think it's fantastic. Always have done. It's always been good for me. Brian M says that's bloody good customer service. It is, and I've always had good customer service from DJI. And the few times that I have heard about people not having good service, when I've looked into it a little bit more, it generally turns out that it's severe user error, and they are demanding things that they really have no right to demand at all. So there we go. Right.